Hey everybody, J.R. Fisher here. It is a bright sunny day here in Southern California in San Diego. I wanted to start this series where I actually go live every day at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to do this probably through the end of this month, maybe longer. I mean, if I get a good response, I have no problem doing it longer. But I just wanted to give you guys an outlet. When I started my business, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I didn't really have any help. I didn't have anybody I could ask a question of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this live on uh, every day, every day at 9 a.m. to help you guys out. I'm going to let you know what I'm planning to do for the day. I'm going to let you know what you can do to grow your business. And what I want you to do, if you don't mind, put any comments in the chat there. This is really designed to help you guys and nothing else. I'm not selling anything. I'm not giving anything away. I'm not doing any of that stuff. On Saturdays, I always do a live where I'll talk about a particular subject. But this is an open forum. So anything that you guys want to ask, I want you to feel free to ask. What I've done is I've got my computer set right here, but I've got a iPad right here so I can actually converse with you guys and answer questions. And the thing is, a lot of you want to start an online business and you have no clue where to start. I mean, you just don't know what to do. And that's what this forum is for, so that you can ask me questions. If you don't know anything about me, I've been doing this for 11 years now. I started in 2009, and I've sold millions of dollars of both digital and physical products online. And I want to kind of give back and share with you guys what I've done so that you can get some good results too, so that you can quit your job, so that you can have some financial freedom, some time freedom, some location freedom. Essentially, an online business is going to give you freedom. Okay, it's going to, if you're successful, which you definitely can be successful. What it's going to allow you to do is to make money, okay, which is the first part, and that's what we all want to do. But it's more than that. It's not just making money. It's about having freedom. And when I say freedom, you're free to work when you want. Now, what does that look like? A lot of people say, well, gee, I only have to work 2 hours a day, and that'll be my online business. And nothing could be further from the truth. The fact is that I was working last night up until about 8:30. I started at 7 in the morning. Did I work the whole day? No, I stopped and I had an eye appointment I had to go to and take care of that. But the point is that I could fix my day the way I wanted. Now Fridays is probably my laziest day. And you say, why Fridays? And I'm gonna say, I don't know. We selected that years ago. My wife and I, we started doing this thing where we would do a Friday lunch, and we would pick a restaurant and go out somewhere and get a bite to eat. And then it turned into a little bit of a lazy day. But the point is, with an online business, I can do what I want each day. Now, I'm going to give you kind of a synopsis of today, because today is supposed to be that Friday lazy day, but I know it's not going to be. We are in the process of building a house in Austin, Texas, and I got to put some money together. So to put that money together, I need to work. And the one thing that I'm working on right now is a webinar, masterclass type thing. And she is too. So every day we sit down and we do like 2 or 3 more slides. Now, some of you have attended some of these webinars online, and it looks pretty easy. It looks like, wow, that's simple. Just sit there and talk for a couple minutes. Man, they are planned out. They're really planned out. Every word is planned out. Every slide is planned out. So that's what we're working on right now. Now, if you have questions about anything that you're trying to get going online, I want you to put it in the comments section. I want to give you a little background too, as far as what I did online. I initially started in 2009, and I didn't know what to sell. So what I did is I looked on eBay and I found the biggest selling item. In other words, what item sells more on eBay than anything else does. And it turned out at the time that it was cell phone cases. So I said, okay, cell phone cases. Well, I'll buy me some cell phone cases and I'll sell them, because everybody's buying cell phone cases. And back then there really wasn't drop shipping or anything like that. So you would have to buy, 50 or 100 of these cell phone cases. And that's what I did. And I bought, a whole bunch of cell phone cases, and I started to sell them online. Now, at that point, it was just me. Okay. There was no help whatsoever. So, I would list a cell phone case online and somebody would place an order. And keep in mind, these cell phone cases, I was selling them for $3 or $4. They weren't expensive cell phone cases. And when I would sell them, I would have to package them up. I'd have to put a label on them. I have to put them in there. I have to take them to the post office. And I was making maybe 50 cents or $1 on each one. So you could imagine you would have to sell a lot of cell phone cases. And what happened to me at that time was that, I cell phone cases, yeah, a lot of them sold online, but the problem was that everybody had a different type of cell phone, and the cell phones constantly changed. So I would buy 100 cell phone cases and maybe sell 5 or 10 or 20 of them, and then all of a sudden that cell phone case wouldn't sell anymore because people had switched their phones. Now I didn't factor any of this in, okay, but what I would do is I would take those extra cell phone cases, and I had a little walk-in closet. I would just put them in there. I'm like, well, at some point I'll deal with it. Well, after a few months of this, that closet was full of cell phone cases, and I came to the realization that that might not be my product. That might not be the one I would want to sell. So I ended up with all these cell phone cases, and I ended up just wholesaling them and getting rid of them, and I didn't make any money at that. But what it did do for me is it got me started. It got me selling something online. And if it gets you to do something, if it gets you to sell something online, you tend to learn. Okay, so at that point, I learned how to list an item on eBay. Okay, I had that going for me. I could list an item on eBay. And I learned how to set up my PayPal account, and I learned how to buy from wholesalers. So I learned stuff. Did I make money at it? No, I didn't make money at it. Then I moved on to camping equipment. And then one day somebody contacted me about survival food, and I started selling their survival food, and that went real well. I mean, it went really well. Matter of fact, I started selling like thousands of dollars a month on it. And then one month I sold like $80,000. And I thought, well, wow, this is my ticket out. This is my ticket out. So I will quit my job, and I'll get me a little warehouse, and I'll sell this survival food. And that's exactly what I did. I went in and quit my job, got a small warehouse, and started selling the survival food. Unfortunately for me, what happened was the company that was shipping it out for me got really far behind, and all of a sudden it was a week delay, then it was 2 weeks delay, then it was 3 weeks delay. I got my eBay account shut down. I had PayPal take $20,000 out of my bank account because they had so many refunds, and that was the end of that. Or was it? So I had uncovered something. I had uncovered that there was a market for survival food, okay? And this was like freeze-dried foods and buckets, that type of thing. And I didn't really like the product to start with. I mean, it didn't taste that good. It was kind of salty. So I came out with my own brand of survival food. And when I came out with my own brand of survival food, I thought, wow, I'll build a website, okay? And some of you guys may be thinking the same thing. I said, I'll build a website, and I'll put the products there, and everybody will come and buy from me, and I'll get rich. And what really happened was I built the website, and I sat back and I looked at the screen, and nothing happened. Nobody knew I was there. Nobody knew that I had products. I was out of a job. I was a single dad. I was raising 2 kids, and literally had no business whatsoever. I mean, nobody was buying from me. Nobody. I was like, what do I do now? So I was sitting there one day, and I was thinking, there's a lot of websites that have a lot of traffic on them. A lot of survival sites, a lot of camping sites, a lot of that type sites. And I thought, man, if I had the traffic they did, I would do really well. So I started studying SEO, search engine optimization, so that my website would get traffic. And in doing so, I discovered a lot of sites that did have traffic. I discovered a lot of sites that had, hundreds of thousands or even millions of visitors a month. And I thought, wow, man, if I had that kind of traffic, I would crush it. But I didn't. And after trying to figure out SEO and realizing it's really hard to rank your website first, which funny now, because if you search Survivalcave food now, we come up #1. But back then we did not, because nobody had heard of us. I looked at some of these sites, and I thought to myself, well, if my product was on their site and they already have all this traffic, maybe they could sell my product and I could ship it out for them, which was, I think, a good idea. So I started sending emails. I started calling all these websites, and I started saying, hey, I've got this product, I've got these freeze-dried foods, put them on your website, and you'll make a bunch of money, and I can ship it out for you, and you don't have to buy anything in advance. And that was my really beginning to drop shipping. I mean, that was when I finally discovered, hey, I had a product and I could ship it out for other people. Now, there was one problem with this idea I had, and that was nobody had ever heard of me. So when I called these websites and when I sent them an email, I just got crickets. They just weren't interested. They just didn't want to do it. And then I finally got this one guy in New York, and he says, I'm going to build a website, and I want to put your products on my website. I was thrilled. I got this folder, this manila folder, and I put all this paperwork in there. I had this application and everything. It was really kind of funny. And I had this application in there, and I filled it all out, and this was going to be my first retailer. This was going to be the guy that was going to sell my product. So that motivated me enough to keep calling websites, to keep emailing websites, to keep asking. Morad, what's going on, buddy? I see you in there. Morad Amin's in there. Good to see you, man. And that motivated me to keep doing it. And then I finally got a few more and a few more and a few more. Then all of a sudden, some of them actually started selling my products. They actually started selling it. And I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Now, let's go back to the first guy who said he was going to sell my product. He never did. He never built a website. Nothing ever happened with him. But he was my motivation. That one little success, that one guy saying he was going to sell my product got me motivated enough to where I called more and more sites. I emailed more and more sites, and it grew. And people started selling some of my products. But then they started telling me, they said, this food you have is okay, but what we really need is protein. We need meat. And at the time I was selling freeze-dried foods, and I said, well, maybe I could do freeze-dried meat. And I got some samples of freeze-dried meat, and it was awful. I mean, it was bad, guys. I'm not kidding you. It was like crumbles, like almost like sand or gravel, and you added water to it, and it turned into this mushy meat. Imagine trying to eat that. So that didn't really go over too well. So I said, well, I can't sell that. I can't market that. But I did come up with a process where we could actually can meat and slow pressure cook it in a can, and it was delicious. And to this day, that is one of my number one products that I sell, in Survivalcave food, canned meat. You can Google it right now. You'll probably get 20, 30 million hits for that. And it was really, really good. Let me jump in here and look at a couple of these comments here. Morad says, it's really cool live, Mr. JR. Hey, Morad. Hey, Paul, what's going on? How did you find or develop your products? Did you find a private label manufacturer? Now, we actually manufacture our products. We manufacture them in Ohio, and I have a distribution center in Utah right now. So what we actually do is we make the products at a factory, and then they're shipped to Utah, and we distribute them out there. And a lot of people say, why don't you just ship them from Ohio? I said, well, because that's our meat manufacturing plant. That's not a warehouse. It's a whole different deal. And in Utah, it is a 3PL. We call it 3PL. It's a warehouse that just ships our products out. That's what they do. They ship stuff out, and it's a huge warehouse. I think it's like 200,000 square feet. It's enormous. And they don't just ship our products. They ship a lot of different products there. At one point, I had my own warehouse in Poway, California. We manufactured there, and we shipped out of there. We had 6 different bays. It was about 13,000 square feet. But it was very costly. I mean, very costly. It's really hard to own a warehouse for just shipping purposes. It really is. So we don't use that anymore. I use the one in Utah. But keep in mind, guys, this is not just about my story today, though I will tell you in whatever stories you want. This is about you guys. This is about me helping you. So any questions you have about growing your business, this is your opportunity to ask me. I'm going to do this every single day throughout the end of this month, maybe longer, I don't know. But this way, at 9 o'clock on Fridays, Pacific time, you can come to a specific spot and you can say, hey, I've got a question and I want to ask somebody who's sold millions of dollars worth of products how to do this thing. It can be emails, it can be whatever. Now, I want to walk you through a little bit what I'm going to do today. I got up, checked my emails, checked my stocks. I do play with stocks a lot. I love me some stocks. Matter of fact, the one that I really look at a lot is Tesla. I bought Tesla at $137. Gosh, I want to say it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And the reason I bought it was because I was in the car business for over 20 years, and I saw this guy, Elon Musk, and I said, holy crap, this guy is really smart. He's really going to change the industry. And everybody thought I was nuts. They're like, electric cars? Really, JR? Electric cars? Well, that one stock now, let me see what this is, 839. Let me tell you what it is, because it's split 5 times. 839 times 5. The stock that I paid $137 for is now worth that. Okay, so $4,195 is what that one stock is worth now. Now, I didn't buy just one, obviously. I bought a bunch of them. Matter of fact, if you look, I can kind of show you my portfolio of stocks there. That's quite a few of them. I do like stocks. And I keep most of them. I don't sell them. But I want to talk to you about my day today and what it's going to consist of. Because a lot of you guys are like, well, what does a digital marketer do every day? What are they, when they get up, what exactly do they do? Well, like I said, I got up and I had this live today. So I checked my stocks, checked my emails, which I always do when I first wake up. Got prepared for this, which is my live. As soon as I'm done with this, we have to work on my masterclass or my webinar. I've been running ads on YouTube. They've been running really, really well. We've been doing great with them, but the actual masterclass is not converted as well as I wanted it to. So I'm rewriting that, and I've already rewritten it, by the way, guys, 3 times. I rewrote it 3 times. So it's a situation where a lot of these things you do online, they're not going to work. I mean, I've been doing this 11 years and I do stuff all the time that doesn't work. I mean, it just doesn't for one reason or another, but I don't go, oh, gee, that doesn't work. I might as well forget that. No, I try to tweak it and I change it and do different things to it. Paul says here, did you develop your lead magnet report or outsource it? I do all my own really in that, Paul. What I will do is I'll come up with an idea. And it may be 9 ways to protect your home from a robbery or burglary, whatever it is, or how to survive in the woods, 7 steps to survive in the woods. I found that anything under 10 works really well. People don't want 47 steps to making survival food. They don't want that. Okay, they want something that's simple. So they like steps, they like guides. A lot of people, when they do a PDF, Paul, is they think, well, if I give them a lot of value, if I give them a 40-page report or a 50-page report, they're going to think it's really valuable, and they won't. Understand that when you do one of these lead magnets, when you do one of these giveaways, they're trying to solve a problem quickly. So you're a whole lot better off if you do like 5 steps or 7 steps or 8 ways to whatever, than if you were to say, here's a 40-page report. Don't do that. You won't do well. Because people don't really want to read your report. It's like if somebody were to get my 7 ways to protect yourself and your family in a survival situation, if they were to get that report and they have to read it for 2 days, they're not interested. Okay, what they really want to do is they want to protect their family. They don't want to read your report. They don't. Okay, they want the solution to whatever their pain is. Let's see. I know you make fitness a big part of staying healthy. How often do you work out? Oh, good question. I work out about 4 or 5 days a week. I was on the phone yesterday to a friend of mine in Memphis, Tennessee. He's my high school friend. We've been friends since we were, I think, 14 years old, something like that. So maybe a couple years, right? And he doesn't do that. He's 280 pounds. He's a very wealthy guy. He builds huge neighborhoods. He was telling me about his Rolls-Royce Phantom he just bought last week. But his health is terrible. He's 280 pounds and he's a big guy. He's like 6'4", 6'5", but he doesn't exercise. And when I talk to him, he just doesn't do anything. So my fitness plan, if you're interested, is I like to do upper body one day, lower body the next day. So, I do some floor exercises. If I'm doing upper body, I do push-ups. I do all kinds of, upper body floor exercises. And then I go outside. Then I do pull-ups. I do 3 sets of pull-ups. I try to get 10 of each form. So I'll do the underhand like this, and then I do the overhand like this, and then I do the wide spread ones like this. And I do 3 sets of each of those. And then I also do dips, and I do 3 sets of dips because I have this exercise thing in the backyard. And that's the same day that I do push-ups. I do 3 sets of the push-ups. It's usually 3 sets of 35 or 40. So I do, 110, 115 push-ups, plus other upper body exercises in conjunction with doing my pull-ups and my dips. That is one day. The next day I do sit-ups, I do leg kicks, and I have one of these bikes. It's called a mixed fitness, but it's similar to a Peloton or something like that. And I'll spend 45 minutes on that, 30 to 45 minutes on that, and then 45 minutes doing floor exercises. So generally, what I'll do is I'll do, hour and a half, 2 hours, 4 or 5 days a week. And I hear all kinds of excuses from people. I really do. I hear all kinds of excuses why they can't work out. I'm diabetic. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I've been taking insulin since I was 31. But that's never really bothered me. I just stay in shape. A lot of people will say, well, I've got this illness or I've got this thing and I can't work out. Bull crap, you can do whatever. I had heart surgery in 2016. I had quintuple bypass. And my heart's strong. I mean, I'm fine, but I got some clogged arteries. They fixed it, and I went on with my business. And that's what you need to do. So many people will have an event happen in their life, and they're like, "Well, now I can't do this because bull. You can still do it." I was talking to my friend from high school, and he's like, "Well, I had this spinal injury. My left arm doesn't work that well, and blah 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 blah." I said, "Well, Steve, you've got a 7,000 square foot house, man. Walk, do something. You've got a lot of room to walk. Your legs work, do that." Let's see here. I've got some good questions in here. By the way, missed the Friday eating out lunch. Hey, Paul, nobody misses it more than you or me. I mean, I miss it. Jessica misses it. It is what it is. We sometimes still go, but we got to eat in the car or something, And it's like, well, that's not that exciting to show people we're eating in our car. I tell you what I did do is I got one of these little trays that hooks onto the steering wheel now, which is pretty cool because I can use it for my laptop. I can use it for food, whatever. That's a cool tray. I should put a link in Amazon for that. Let's see here. What's the best paid traffic for beginners? Wow. Morad, I wouldn't buy any paid traffic in the beginning. I really wouldn't. Paid traffic is a real art. If you go out and you buy Facebook ads or YouTube ads and you don't know what you're doing, man, I mean, it will crush you. You will lose so much money. I would say if you do want to do paid traffic, get training on paid traffic from somebody who's done it. Excuse me. I just paid somebody $10,000 for a little course on YouTube ads, and we're doing really well. It was money well spent. I know Facebook ads very well. Matter of fact, I've done a course on Facebook ads, and after this video is over with, you'll find it in the description. You can click on it, and you can go to a class, and actually I teach you about Facebook ads, and then if you want to get more training, you can get that. But man, don't just go out and buy traffic. Don't do it. I'm telling you. It will crush you. If you want to do ads, you need to spend money on learning ads first. Don't spend money on ads themselves. And don't say, well, let me just give it a try. Maybe it'll work out. It won't work out. I'm telling you, you need to really study ads. Ads is a real art. Like I've got YouTube ads right now, and I've got, I think, 110 different keywords we're targeting and probably 47 different audiences. I've got 5 different videos, and there's a whole process to putting those out there in all these different areas. And then every day you have to go back and tweak them and see which keywords are working, which ones aren't, and adjusting them and knowing when to tweak them. So like our KPI, which is our key performance indicator, is $10 to get a lead on our YouTube ads. And we will spend up to $20, okay, on that, and sometimes $30 on that, but we have to start getting some results. So if we've spent $20 and we don't have any conversions, we will kill that particular keyword, but not that ad. So, it's not just an ad, it's all the keywords within that ad. Now, we will also spend up to $30 if we've had at least one conversion, because we have a chance of getting 1 or 2 more and hitting our KPI, which is $10. That's what I'm saying. This stuff is complicated. Get training. If you want to do Facebook ads, look in the description after this video. Check out my course on that. Get training. Do not do that. Let's see what else we got. Do you ever think you would relocate the business all to Texas? Well, Paul, it's really not in San Diego, to be honest with you. I mean, my office is here. We have employees here. But I am moving my business to Austin, Texas, which is really Georgetown, Texas. As far as manufacturing, that's in Ohio. Okay, it's been in Ohio for 10 years, 11 years. And distribution, my distribution warehouse is in Utah. So it doesn't matter really where I'm at. It's irrelevant where I'm at. Like, I'm doing this video right now. You guys don't care where I'm at. You don't care if I'm in San Diego or whatever. I mean, it's bright and sunny today. It's gonna be 90 degrees, which is nice. I think it's 90. What is the temperature today? That's interesting that you would mention that. Weather Channel says today in San Diego, it's going to be, where is it? Oh, well, I've got all kinds of ads popping up here. But it looks like, okay, yeah, it's going to be 89. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, it's going to be 89 today, 90 degrees, which is nice. Now, Austin will not be that warm, but that's okay. because I can't handle the taxes here. The taxes are ridiculous. Austin, what's it going to be in Austin today? Austin is going to be 57, which is not bad. I mean, it it's a little bit cooler there and a little bit warmer in Austin, but that's where we're building a house in Georgetown. Let's see. Let's see. When you started out, did you start as sole proprietor or do another setup to protect your business? I did start off as a sole proprietor, Paul. It was just me, and it was me in my bedroom, with a computer in the corner of the room. And that sounds so funny now because, I mean, literally, we've sold millions and millions of dollars worth of products. And, I don't know where all that money went. Where did all that money go? I guess I've lived a pretty good life since then. I've traveled around the world and done all that. And then what happened was when I started manufacturing my own food, I talked to an attorney and they were like, man, you need product liability insurance. And, if somebody were to get sick or something were to happen and you were to get sued, you need insurance. So we then switched over to an LLC and we're S Corp right now, I think it's called. But it gets so complicated. We started in Virginia. So I was an S Corp in Virginia, moved to California and became a foreign business within California. So we're still a Virginia corporation operating in California. And the accountants and the lawyers will tell you why I do all that. I don't know why I do all that, but I do it. I would like when I move to Texas to make it a Texas corporation, but some expert's going to tell me if I can or can't. I don't know. They'll let me know what I can do. Let's see. Just thought Texas offered better tax incentives. They do. And I will be able to capitalize on that because there's no personal income tax in California right now. It's 14%. The corporate tax in California, I think, is 9%, 8 or 9%, and in Texas it's 1%. So between those two things, it pays for our house. Which is pretty cool. So I did want to get on with what else I'm going to do today because people are going, well, what do you do every day? What do you do? Where do you do? What do you do? It's amazing. When I first started, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm not selling anything right now, and I listed my products. What do I do? But now it's like I have this just array of things I can do every single day, and there's tons of things. And what I try to do is I try to do the most pressing things. So the most pressing things to me is take care of customers. So if there's a customer and they have an issue with a problem or a shipment or they're trying to inquire about where their product is, that's the very first thing we do every single day. We take care of that every single day. That's first level. Okay. Second level is our retailers, the people who sell our products. So somebody, may sell our products on their website and they need help or issues or, how to list stuff or, cost sheets or whatever. That would be my second priority or second level. Okay. Then underneath that, I look at things that I'm required to do. So I have certain requirements of myself. So now I've added another requirement, which is where I've got to be here at 9 o'clock in the morning to do this live for you guys. So that's a requirement thing. So I have to do that. Okay. And then after that, I get into the things that I want to do to increase my business. Okay. Things I want to do to increase my business. I've always got a bunch of stuff on the back burner that I can always go to once I get caught up, which I rarely get caught up. But what I'll do is I'll look at the things that I think will make me the most immediate money. Okay. So, if something's going to make me money quickly, that's the thing I'm going to work on. So today I will, the things I really want to work on is I will, work on my webinar masterclass. Okay. Because that's the link that's missing in my YouTube ads right now. I need to work on that. But I also have other requirement things like usually Tuesdays or Wednesdays, depending on what my schedule is, I have to shoot videos every other week. Okay. So every other week I've got to shoot videos for my YouTube channel, which you're on right now. And those videos, I may have to spend 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days sometimes, writing the scripts, getting together all the information for those videos. Generally I'll shoot 10 or 12. This past week, I was a day behind. I actually had to shoot them on Thursday. I shot 14 videos. Okay. 14 videos takes you some time, my friend. You got to start early in the morning and you're going to be in there till late afternoon, early evening. But that's what I had to do. And then what I do with those videos is I kind of pre-edit them. In other words, I'll take out the stuff that I know I don't want in them, some mistakes I made or whatever, but I don't really do a full edit. I just take out the bad spots, the lags, stuff like that, and then I ship them over to my video editor in the Philippines. And when I say ship, all I do is upload him to Dropbox and then tell him he's there. But before I do that, I have to decide on, you know, what the thumbnail is going to say. Now, he makes thumbnails and he does the editing and he does the zoom in, zoom outs. He does the B-roll that's in all that kind of stuff. But I've got to give him the guidance as to, you know, what I want done on those. So if I have certain things I talked about in there, if I have certain links in there that, you know, I want people to have, I have to provide him with those links. I have to provide him, like I said, with what the thumbnail is going to say. Then he takes it from there. At that point, he then takes those videos, he edits them, you know, accordingly, and then he will upload them to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and then he schedules when they're actually going to go live. So what we like to do is we like to have a video go live every single day of the week, Monday through Friday, and that's what he schedules. I like to keep at least 2 weeks of videos in YouTube, and you guys won't see them because they're scheduled, so they aren't live. But that way, every single day a video goes live. And then what I do is, you know, once or twice a day usually, is I look at my stats, look at my videos, and then about every week or two I will look and see which videos actually did well. And the reason I want to know which videos really did well is because I can do another video around that topic. And what we're really doing is we're reacting to the market. So if I do a video on people's Shopify stores getting shut down, which I did one the other day, and it got 1,200 views real quick. I'm like, well, that people are interested in that. So I need to provide them more of that kind of information. You can get caught up in doing YouTube where you're just making videos that your audience wants, and you don't want to do that too much, but then again, you do want to provide them with what they want. So I kind of do a mix of, let me get a drink of water here. Oh, I've been talking for a while. I do a mix of what they want, and I try to come up with new ideas too on top of that. Some people will tell me that they can't come up with new ideas. Bull. There's so many ideas. All you got to do is look at your competitors and see what they're doing. You know, like I have so many competitors on YouTube that, you know, also talk about making money online. I go look at their channels. You know, if they've got some good titles and some good subjects, you know, they took them from somebody else too. I mean, it's just, that's what we do. You know, we all look at what each other's doing and try to figure out what the market wants. Let's see here. Paul got another question here. How long before you outsource your stuff to the VA video guy? Well, I've always had employees since, I guess, probably 6 months in the business, Paul. You know, I had a warehouse in Virginia, a small one. I started with a 600 square foot one. Yeah, I had a 600 square foot one. And then I went to like a 1,500 square foot one. And that was when I actually did all my own shipping. We had a forklift in there. I had 3 employees in there, 2 office people in there. Forklift. I drove the forklift. Sometimes we had big racks and we had all, you know, the meats and stuff and freeze-dried foods in there. And then I moved that to California, and I had a 13,000 square foot warehouse, which is quite large. And I realized the expense of that just wasn't worth it. At that point, I actually outsourced that to a warehouse that could ship out my products for me, and it was a lot more cost effective. As far as the videos, I started the channel in 2015, but I was lazy. I really didn't do what I should have been doing. So when I did the videos, I would do them sporadically. I didn't know about, you know, researching titles. I didn't know about keywords. You know, I did like 1 and 2 minute videos, which were pretty much useless because, you know, you need a 10 to 14 minute video to really get the traction you need for a channel and for YouTube to show it, because if they're going to run ads on your videos, they have to have room to run ads. If I do a 2 minute video, they don't have room to run an ad. So, you know, they recommend 8 minutes. That's why I do like 10 to 14 minutes, and they can put 4 ads in the video, and then I get paid on those ads. So I make money off that. So why wouldn't I want to do that? You know, that would be the smart thing to do. What else we got in here? Paul, I appreciate you being active, buddy. Not everybody's active. Not everybody participates. Why not? Why not? Guys, participate. By the way, love the videos in the free course. I can't talk. Did Jessica shoot that with you? Which course are you talking about? I've got like 9 different courses. And then I've got a bunch of freebie things too, so I don't know which one you're talking about on there. Jessica and I do work a lot together. I film her sometimes. She has another channel. If you guys don't know, that's my wife, Jessica L. Fisher, the Furry Family Coach. And you can find her channel here on YouTube. If you've got dogs and you want to train them, she's your person. She's really good with animals. She does animal rescue. She collects donations for animals. They go to Mexico. We do that probably weekly. We have bins throughout San Diego where a lot of these pet stores will donate products to us. They're new products, and we give it to a charity called Dogs Without Borders, and they get all those products. The free $97 one. Oh my gosh, the $97 one I'm gonna probably be redoing. That was done. I did that myself, and that needs some help. I think I need to redo that one. What I may do, Paul, is I may give away part of one of my paid courses. Like maybe 1 or 2 of the modules out of 30 modules, and give people that for the free course. But yeah, that was shot probably 5 years ago, something like that. So I need to update that one. Her channel is great too. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Yeah, she does have a good channel. She has a really good follower. She has a great Facebook group. I mean, really good Facebook group. Very, very active. Guys, if you have animals, you'll want to check that out. It's the Furry Family Coach. That's a great group. And really amazing. And she's last night we were working on it together. I'm working on my masterclass, she's working on hers, but she's putting together a masterclass. Man, you want to attend that. If you've got a dog and you wanted to get that dog to do whatever you want and that dog to love you to the end of the day, you'd want to attend this masterclass. It's really good. I'm not selling it or anything like that because I don't have any links or anything, but you could look it up if you wanted to. So anyhow, I want to get back to the things I do every day. So the videos, yeah. The VA was the question you asked me, Paul. I'm all sidetracked here. I would say for the past 3 years, I've had somebody helping me with editing the videos now. I didn't get serious about my channel until about a year ago. And that's when it really started doing well. That's when I started getting monetized. That's when I started getting payments from YouTube. So I actually get paid now. That's pretty cool. From ads that run on my videos, which is very nice. I like that. It's just like extra money every month. And think about this, guys. If you do a YouTube video and you know that ads are going to run on and you're going to get paid, how many YouTube videos would you do? I mean, I see YouTubers that I know every video is worth $5,000 or $10,000, and you're like, oh my God, that's amazing. I would do tons of videos. Well, you got to start doing them. You just got to start doing them. If you start doing them, you'll start getting that money. That's how it works. But you're going to work for a long time before you see any money. That's how it is, man. Everybody's like, well, I don't want to do anything unless I get paid. Well, that's not how it works. For your own business, you've got to do stuff first. I've got to give you guys free training if I ever want to sell my paid training. That's just the way it is. Let's see, Maya Loran, it's got question marks. Just question marks. What are the question marks? What do they mean? Is that a question? Let's see here. It's been cool to see you find your lane and format for video, the lead in, the exit part, and getting people to subscribe and ring the bell. Yeah, oh gosh, that's right, Paul. I forgot. You got to subscribe. I'm live right now, but I forget because I'm not doing my format, my template. But if you haven't subscribed, right down there below, there's just, I can't talk, more water. Hang on. Just hang on. There we go. You have to subscribe. Now I can say the word subscribe. Subscribe. If that button down there is red, you need to click it, turn it gray, and next to it, a bell will pop up like this. You need to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified every single time I do a new video. Make sure you do that, guys. Really, it's so important to me. Your comments are super important too, just so you know. That helps the distribution of these videos. YouTube looks for interaction. And that interaction, if they see interaction, like they see you guys commenting, excuse me, they will show my video to more people. So that's super important that you guys do that. Let's see. Do Elon Musk is the richest person in the world? Yes, Elon, is the richest person in the world right now. And it's because of his holdings of his own stock, which is kind of funny here. Let me look at something. Yes, it is his own stock. And it was funny because they told him that the other day and he tweeted about it. They said, Elon, you're the richest guy in the world. Now, if I was the richest guy in the world, I would have a different reaction, but here's his reaction. He tweeted How strange. Well, back to work. Imagine that. You take over the world. You're the richest human on the face of the earth. And your response is, how strange. Well, back to work. That was his response. But that's why he is who he is, you know. That's why he can run rocket companies. That's why he can run car companies and boring companies and artificial intelligence companies. And he's got so much going on, guys, that I know about. I can't imagine what he has going on that I don't know about. I can't imagine. He's an amazing human being. And he's got a sense of humor. I mean, I love that. He's got a sense of humor. Gosh, you know, keep your sense of humor no matter what you're doing, guys. You know, trying to make money online is hard work. And I hate that there's so many gurus out there, and I'm going to finish with what I'm going to do for the rest of my day too. But there's so many gurus out there that are telling you guys you don't have to do anything and you're going to make a lot of money. And that really hurts you guys. It really hurts you, because then you try to do a little bit and it doesn't work, and you're like, well, it's me. It doesn't work for me. So when somebody tells you you only got to work 4 hours a week and you're going to make $1 million, and you go and work 4 hours and you don't make it, you go, well, it must be me. Well, that's not true. You know, I want to tell you the truth. The truth is you got to put in a lot of hours. You got to put in a lot of effort. You're going to have some failures. But also the truth is you can't quit. If you keep doing these things, you're going to get the results you want. You will get them. You just don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. I mean, that's the biggest advice that I ever give anybody. And they're like, well, I've tried so many things and they don't work. I said, well, you're that much closer than getting to the one that does work then. So anyhow, I was talking about my day and what I'm going to do. So we're going to work on that webinar today. Okay, that's something we've got to do. I have to set up some emails to go out because I have another live that is going to be tomorrow. And now tomorrow I will talk on a particular subject. Okay, so that's the difference in this daily live and my Saturday lives. On my Saturday lives, I usually give away some gift cards. We have a good time, but I have a particular subject I'm talking about. Today, you can ask me anything you want. I mean, you're welcome to ask me anything you want. How does YouTube pay you? Maya. There's several ways you can make money on YouTube. Okay. So for those of you who do not have a channel, or you're not monetized, you don't understand this stuff, there's several ways you can make money. So one of the ways I can make money, and not from YouTube, but just having a video on YouTube, is through affiliate links. So below all of my videos, there's links to products on Amazon that I use. Maybe it's a laptop, maybe it's my lighting here or whatever. And if you click on one of those links and buy that product, I get a small commission. I mean, like maybe 5%, not much. But if you buy anything else other than that, I also get paid on it. So, you know, that's one way I make money. I also have an opt-in for a free course. In that free course, you can opt in, and at the end of that free course, it offers you a paid course that you can buy. So I make money by that. I can also offer products or courses in the links below where you can click on it and buy something from me. So I can make money off that. So this is without having subscribers or tons of people watching my videos. I can make money off all that. Now, once you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 12 months, you qualify, you qualify to get paid through advertising, through AdSense. And what that means is they run ads on your videos. And when they run ads on your videos, whatever that advertiser pays, you get like, God, I want to say 60 or 70%, something like that. So I don't want to give you my exact what I make a month, but it's a nice income. You know, it's not enough yet, but it will be. It will be. I don't know if it'll ever be enough. But there's some, you know, YouTubers that will make hundreds of thousands a month just on ads running on their videos, not counting all the other stuff. And you can sell merchandise too. So I can sell t-shirts and hats and mugs and whatever else I want. Somebody sending me a message, excuse me. So there's a lot of ways to make money. Now, the amount of money you make on your YouTube channel based on advertising that YouTube pays you varies just wildly, you know. I mean, it can be a dollar per CPM, which is dollar per thousand, and you get, you know, 60 or 70% of that, on up to $40. Mine actually is at $36 right now. So $36 is my CPM on my channel right now, because my audience is people who want to make money, and that is an audience that a lot of people want to advertise to. So I get like $36 CPM. I think Jessica on her dog channel only gets like 18. So it depends on what your subject matter is, how much money you're going to make, and you want to think about that. If you're doing a channel to make money, you want to look at what your niche is. Certainly a prank channel, a channel like that, they get millions of views, but they don't make much money because you can't really target people who watch prank videos. I mean, who are those people? They could be anybody. It's hard to target them. How does YouTube pay you? By PayPal, check, or other ways? You can hook up a PayPal account and they can just put it in your PayPal account and pay you that way. I'm trying to think how mine is set up. Mine may be a bank account. I don't even look at it. I'll be honest with you. I don't look at it. But I will check that and I'll let you know. I think it's PayPal, but it could be my bank account that they're paying me on. In fact, I think it is off the top of my head. But anyhow, and then they're going to take out taxes, guys. So keep in mind that you're not going to get every dollar because they take out taxes. I mean, taxes is part of life. That's what happens. So that's how that works. So if you've got any more questions, go ahead and pop them in there now. I'm getting ready to wind down a little bit. I've been on here for about 45 minutes and you guys have really been helpful. I really appreciate the questions. I like that so much. If you want to donate to the channel, you can also do so. There's a little dollar sign there next to the chat. If you click on that, you can donate $1 or $5 or whatever you want. And it just helps, pay for all these lights, and you don't see all this stuff, but there's a lot of lighting around here, and there's, padding on the walls, and there's desk and all this stuff that we have to do to actually make these videos for you guys. How often do you refine or define your target audience? My YouTube audience, I don't change it. I mean, my target audience in YouTube is people who want to make money online, period. That's it. As far as all my courses, that's only people I target, people who want to make money online. So I don't change that at all. If you start a channel and you define your audience and your niche and then you go and switch it, you'll lose everybody you got. So I don't do that. I don't do that at all. Now I will on my ads, target different people in my ads, but I don't, as far as my YouTube channel, I don't change that. Let's see, at the World Cup. Are you at the, I'm not quite sure what that means. Oh, do you want to visit Qatar in 2022? You know what, Maya? I would love to visit every part of the world. I really would. I love traveling. I love seeing stuff. I'm not a soccer fan at all. But then again, I'm not a football fan. I'm not a softball fan. I'm a boxing fan, and I guess MMA. I like those two things. I did kickboxing when I was younger, and I did taekwondo and all that kind of stuff. And I like fighting, and I enjoyed that. But as far as regular sports, I'm just not into it. It's not my thing. But I know it's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people enjoy it. But yeah, I'd love to go to Qatar. I think that would be real. I hope I'm saying it right. You can correct me if I'm not saying it right. Do you target age? I do not target age. I do not. And it's funny because I look at my analytics on YouTube, and my age is not what you think it is. I mean, if you put a guess in that chat section what you think the age group is that watches my stuff, because there is a particular age group that watches my stuff. So put that in that chat section. You guys just kind of guess. Who is my age group? Who do you think watches these videos on YouTube? And keep in mind, I'm not a young guy. I started my business at 50. I'm 61 right now. But what do you think my audience is? Do you think it's male? Do you think it's female? Is it 18 to 24? Is it 25 to 34? Is it 60? What do you think my age group is? Stick that in there. Paul says 40 to 50. Okay. We got the other guesses in there. Guys, come on and guess. Maya, go ahead and put a guess in there. One of you other people in there, put a guess in there. What about you? I'm looking at some of these comments. Paul, you're really good at this, buddy. I appreciate your participation. What about you, Morad? What do you think my age group is? What do you think the group of people is that watches my videos on YouTube? It would blow your mind. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my phone first. I think I can. And then I can actually show it to you. There's an app called Studio, YouTube Studio, and it tells you all your analytics. Okay, I'm trying to watch time, views, average view duration, subscribers. I wonder if this is going to do it. Close. It may or may not. Watch time. I'm trying to find the actual audience here. Oh, there's audience. Okay, I see it now. It's going to blow your mind. Majority female over males. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up now, and you're going to see that 55.9% of my views come from one age group. 55.9%. And 91% come from either male or female. Okay, so check this out, guys, and see what you think. Look at that. Can you wait? Can you see that? 18 to 24 is who watches my videos. 18 to 24, and 91.5% male. There's 34% that are what 25 to 34, and almost nobody over the age of 34 watches my videos. So if you're over that age, Paul, you can see who's watching. It's pretty interesting, right? I see that all the time, and you can see United States is 36%. I've got 12% in India. 12% in India, which is interesting, I thought. I get a lot of people in India like to watch my stuff. And I have a lot of people that work for us in India, matter of fact. They do work for us in India. Tiger Lily. Nah, well, you were pretty close, Tiger Lily. You really were. I mean, that's the age group in there that a lot of people do watch my stuff. See, right on age. Yes, you were. You were right. And guys, any of these people in chat here, check out their channels too. Subscribe to them if they have channels. Some people do, some people don't. But if you have a channel, subscribe to it. So, guys, did you like this little session today? Are you going to enjoy this? I'm going to do this every single day throughout the end of the month. Every single day. Sometimes it's going to be 10 minutes. Sometimes it's going to be 30 minutes. Today it was 50 minutes. Still, well, it could be more than 50 minutes because I'm still talking. But I want to answer your question. So, when you get off this call today, go work on your business. Go think about what you'd like to do online, what you'd like to sell online. Think about stuff and write them down. And then that tomorrow morning and the next morning, you can come to me and say, JR, I had this question. I was doing this thing, and I got a question for you. Now, I've been doing this. Hey, Melvin, what's going on, man? It's okay if you're late. I've been doing this for 11 years. So I don't know it all. I mean, I don't. I know a lot. I know email marketing. I know digital marketing. I know, videos. I know, digital products. I know physical products. I know sales pages. I know email sequences. I know a lot of different things. So, I will share that information with you for free, So just show up at 9 o'clock in the morning, or you can always watch this later if you can't be here. I get that. These will be posted after we're live. Do you know Biahaza? He makes a lot of money for YouTube. No, I do not. I will check them out, though. I will certainly do that. Thank you for that. Was awesome. Really enjoyed this, as well as great questions from others. Yes, it was fun. This is fun, guys. And I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate being here. Do me a favor, share this. If you think somebody else can benefit from this, you think somebody else would like to ask questions of somebody who's been selling online for many years. And the other thing I was going to tell you, if I don't know about something, I'll research it and I'll come back the next day and I'll get you an answer. How about that? And this is free. So you've got a go-to resource right now every morning at 9 o'clock through the end of this month, maybe longer, depending on, the reception I get, of any questions you want to ask about selling online, making money online. I can't help you with sewing or gardening or any of the other stuff, but if you want to know how to make money online, this is where you're going to want to be every morning. Just pop your head in here and see what we're talking about, ask a question, do whatever you want. What information was the first thing you invested in when you started out? I bought a course on eBay back when they were selling digital courses. And it was this little course, and I think I paid like $20 or $30 on how to make money online, and it was utter garbage. It was just garbage. As a matter of fact, I tried to contact the guy later to say, how are you selling this course? And he never responded to me or anything. eBay won't let you sell digital products anymore, but it was utter garbage. So when that happened, I didn't say to myself, well, buying courses on how to make money online is garbage. I didn't do that. I said, that course on trying to make money online was utter garbage. And I bought a lot of other courses since then. I've been to a lot of conventions. I've got a whole stack of books up there that will blow your mind. You can't see them from here. But everything from traffic to selling to ads to, I read books, a lot of different books. I've got one now I'm reading, Jason Fladlin's book on webinars. A really good book. I would highly recommend it. Jason Fladlin. I think it's called One to Many. Great book. So I would highly recommend that. So there's a lot of good information out there. and I picked the wrong one in the beginning. I don't guess that guy's around anymore. I don't know. Let's see here. Where are you looking to invest in now? Texas, my new house. Texas, my new house. That's my next investment. Okay, that'll be a sizable investment, but that's the next place I'm going to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. I've got to work on that masterclass. If you're interested in that masterclass, put a comment in here, and I'll try to get up with you. And it's a free masterclass I'm doing. It's going to be about an hour and a half long. It's going to be all about how to make money online. We're going to be running ads to that masterclass, so if that interests you, jump in there. If not, no big deal. Show up tomorrow, ask me some questions, but have questions. You don't want to always, and it's okay to always sometimes sit back and listen, but you don't want to always sit back and listen. You want to sometimes have a question. Get off this call and think, well, I don't know how to write an email. I need to know how to write an email. What's the best way to write an email? And ask me that question. I don't know what the good components are for an opt-in page. What makes an opt-in page work versus an opt-in page that doesn't work? And there's big differences, okay? So think of some of those questions that you can ask me. Come back to this, and each day increase your knowledge. Each day increase your knowledge. I'm giving it to you for free. Increase your knowledge each day, and you'll make money online. You will. You can't make money working 4 hours a week, $1 million a year, until you get to my stage, because now I've got everything set up. But I'm just saying, in the beginning, you're gonna have to work. But I'll give you the information you need. I'll give you real information. I won't BS you. I'm not gonna give you some pie in the sky crap. I'll tell you the real stuff. Okay. You don't ask, you don't get. You're right, Paul. You're right. You got a wife, you had to ask, right? You had to ask. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here now. Click that. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Everybody on this call, if you would just give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. It means so much to me. I'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's noon Eastern time. Don't forget to turn on all your bell notifications. Ring the bell. Turn on all notifications so that you know when I'm going live. And I will be going live every day through the end of this month. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you so much, Moran. Thank you so much. All you guys, man. All you guys have been awesome. I really appreciate you being here. I'll talk to you real soon.